Hello and welcome to the Academic Center for Writing presentation about rhyme and poetry. This presentation was written and narrated by Jason Schneider, writing specialist in the ACW. Full rhyme means that words will sound the same in a vowel and consonant but differ in just one consonant as break and shake. Also, full rhyme does not have to be the same consonant sounds. Words can be the same in vowels only in full rhyme too, such as so and go. Slant rhyme is when words sound similar but not perfectly because a consonant and vowel will differ in contrast to full rhyme, such as break and spoke. Or only vowels will differ in contrast to the vowel being the same in full rhyme, such as break and broke. Rhyme can occur at the end or somewhere in the middle of a line. End rhyme occurs hence at the end of the line, whereas internal rhyme is when a rhyming word occurs within the line, not at the end of the line. Masculine rhyme means that the stress will occur at the end of a word, and these words that have masculine rhyme at the end of a line will rhyme with another word. Remember, we measure poetry by the line rather than by the sentence punctuated with a full stop like that in prose. Just as in Hardy's poem, words with masculine rhyme can have more than one unstressed syllable before the last stressed syllable, such as vanity, given in the second line. When rhyme is described as feminine, this means that the ending syllable on a word that has at least two syllables, but may have more, will have no stress in the word that rhymes with another word. Stress in poetry has to do with rhythm, so we won't be able to discuss much about stress. Notice in Brian's poem, Don Juan, has two ending syllables that have no stress in the words that rhyme at the end of the line. And we can see these such as in rubble, double, staple, maple. That last syllable, it has no stress there, so it's feminine. And we can have more than one unstressed syllable and words that rhyme, such as gunnery and nunnery. The last vowels and consonants in screen and green perfectly rhyme, just as crawls and walls. The only thing that is variable to change are the initial consonants. The words home and come that rhyme appear the same but sound different. In this case, the ending vowels and consonants seem to be the same because both are spelled the same. But the letter O in home and come do not sound the same. The letter O in home sounds like the O in cone, but the letter O in come sounds like the letter U in drum. Therefore, not all letters are the same in pronunciation. At one time, these two lines of Alexander Pope had rhymed perfectly between join and divine. But now both lines end with rhyme that varies slightly than it had in Pope's time. The consonant at the end of a word remains fixed, but the vowels are variable to change. The end of two lines of poetry by Dylan Thomas have fixed lateral and fricative consonants, that is, the L and S, at the end of bells and pools, whereas the vowels are different. The surrounding consonants are the same, but the vowels are different between tall and toil. Here the vowels are the same, but the final consonants are different between gate and sake. An apocopated rhyme is when the penultimate syllable in a word in a preceding line rhymes with the antepenultimate syllable in a word in the following line. The bold vowel and consonant in the penultimate syllable of the first line in the word seizure rhymes with the bold vowel and consonant in the antepenultimate syllable of the second line in the word freeze. The first part of the hyphenated word list rhymes with another word from another line. This might overlap as being a wrenched rhyme too, which we'll discuss here shortly. The preceding consonant is reduced as rhyming words are repeated, so the rhyme among charm, harm, and arm lose an initial consonant as the rhyme is repeated. The consonant C is lost when we read the next rhyme harm, echoed in the second line. And then the consonant H is lost in the third line when the rhyme arm is said, which is why we call this kind of rhyme as diminishing rhyme. Initial rhyme is the rhyme between the first consonant of a word in adjacent lines and are rarely used in contrast to internal and end rhyme. Mosaic rhyme is at least a rhyme of more than one word that rhymes with another word in the following or preceding line. Such as morsel and horsehill. Wrenched rhyme is a way to force a word to rhyme with another word, typically by misspelling, mispronouncing, or garbling a word. And we can see this such as in rhinoceros and preposterous. On a last note, rhyme scheme is a pattern of rhymes represented by letters of the alphabet. The words at the end of each line that are in bold are represented by letters of the alphabet to the right to mark the pattern of rhyme. This is important to identify traditional forms of poetry. The lines with the same alphabetic letters mean that the words rhyming with each other are of the same rhyme. Poetry is constructed in several different patterns of rhyme. Thanks for watching. For questions about this or any other writing topic, come and visit the Academic Center for Writing in room W114. Thanks again.